All right, welcome on in, everyone. My name is Coach Christian. We have Coach Heather with us today as well, and we are so excited to bring you another Coach Care Connect daily virtual workout. Today, we're going to get warmed up, and then we have some at-your-own-pace supersets that we're going to do. They're all going to be 6 minutes in length. We got 3 of them. We're going to pair 2 exercises together, and we'll tell you a little bit more about that as we get into it. We're going to start out with our warm-up today, and we're changing it up a little bit. We got 4 new exercises that we're bringing at you, and Heather's going to be our model for this one. So first one is going to be an overhead squat. We're going to have our arms above our head. We're going to squat nice and deep into our squat motion here. Now, drive the knees out on this one. Try to keep the chest nice and tall. Heather does a pretty good job of keeping those hands above the head and forcing herself to sit the hips back, and that is what we are looking for. So knock out about 10 reps here. When I say about, I mean 10 reps. There's no about it. Good. So after those, we're going to get down into an A-frame. Now, the A-frame, you're going to make an A with your body with the legs here, and then we're going to hit some rotations. So we're going to open up to the top. We're going to follow the hand with the eyes here to get some good thoracic spine rotation. Heather's going to do 5 on one side, and then we're going to hit 5 on the other. Notice how she keeps her inside arm straight down here as well. So you're opening and rotating the shoulders. Again, 5 on each side. And then when you're done, you can drop it down to the hands and knees. We're going to do some bird dogs next. Good, good. Perfect. So hands and knees for the third one. Bird dogs, opposite arm, opposite leg is going to extend, making a straight line from your hand all the way to your heel, and using your core to keep everything in that straight line here. 5 on one side, then we'll go over to the other and knock 5 out over there. There we go. Extending, squeezing the glute as you extend. Control as you bring it back in. When you're done with these, you can take a stand. We can bring it up to the feet. Because last thing we're going to do in our warm-up here is some jumping jacks. We got 10 of them. Knock them out. Good, good. We've all done some jumping jacks before. Knocking those out, getting the heart rate up just a little bit before we get going. Perfect. Now, our first superset of the day, like we said earlier, is going to be 6 minutes in length. And if you're still warming up, that's okay. Finish that up as we get this first one demoed. So first one that we have is going to be an overhead reverse lunge. And there's going to be 8 reps on each side here. So Heather's got the dumbbell in her left hand. That means her left foot is going to be stepping back into the lunge, and it's just like a regular lunge here. So we're looking for 90 degrees in the front leg, about 90 in the back, and then keeping that chest nice and tall. 8 on one side, she'll switch arms and switch legs and do 8 on the other there. So you got 16 total reps. Again, this is at your own pace for 6 minutes. So take some time. That'll take a little bit of time to get done, and that's perfectly fine. We would love if you would try to get through about 3 sets in the 6 minutes, but if you get through a little bit less or a little bit more, that's perfectly fine as well. So second move is going to be a close grip floor press. So we had 8 each side of the overhead reverse lunge, which means we're going to have 16 floor presses. So floor press, elbows are going to be in nice and tight to the sides. That's going to really turn up the triceps a little bit, and then we're hitting that floor press. So neutral grip means palms are going to face each other, and we knock that one out for 16 reps. Now, how we work throughout this superset, I would love if you would not take a rest in between those 2 exercises. You would knock both of them out and then take a rest if you need it. So hit your reverse lunges, 16 total, 8 on each side, and then your 16 floor presses, and then take a rest if you need it. But again, 6 minutes, get through this as many times as you can. We don't want to rush. We want to get quality reps, but we got to have a good pace going as well. So let's get started here, about 25 seconds, and we will get rolling. So grab your weights, get everything ready, and then we'll demo our second superset as we get there coming up. All right, crew, let's get into it here. So overhead reverse lunges to start. I'm going to get the timer rolling, and we are going to get into this. So 10 seconds, and we are going to go. Now 10 seconds. So overhead reverse lunges. Again, you got 6 minutes in this superset, so take some time, get some quality reps. But here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good. So you got 8 reps on each side. Now, if the overhead lunge isn't working for you, keep it down on the shoulder. That works perfectly fine as well. You're still working the same muscles. We're just taking a little bit of the core out, a little bit of that overhead hold out there. So good. Be intentional with each rep. Again, taking your time, hit your reps, reset after each one. 6 minutes is longer than you think, especially when you're doing work the whole time. It slows down. Not actually, but it feels like it slows down a little bit. Good, good. Now, Heather's doing a really good job of stepping back into that lunge and keeping her spine neutral and chest up tall. So you notice when she stands and when she's at the bottom of her lunge, her upper body looks the exact same. Nothing is changing up there, and that is exactly what we want. Good. When you are done with your 8 on each side, we drop it down to the ground quick, and we do those close grip floor presses. Now, again, you want to wait until after the floor presses to take your break if you need it. You might not need it after the first round, and that is okay. But we are only 1 minute in here. 1 minute in, you got 5 minutes to go. There we go. Elbows are again in tight. Pressing those dumbbells away. 16 reps. It's a lot of reps today. Should be burning a little bit towards the end of these sets. Good, good. Now you got upper body and lower body coming into play this superset. So you know that while one muscle group is working, the other one that we're working the superset gets to rest. Good. Minute and a half in. So follow along with Heather here. You're done with that first set. You can take a quick break, grab a drink of water, do what you got to do, and then get right back into it with your overhead reverse lunges. Good, good. Keep the quality of reps high as well. I'm going to say that so many times today. I want you to really knock out your reps with intention. Focus on all the right things to keep your body safe. You got to keep the core tight, especially if we're going overhead. We always want to keep the core tight and don't let the shoulders roll around, because as we're lunging back, we want to lean around a little bit. The core helps us be stable and keeps our good base going there. Good, good. 8 on each side here, 16 floor presses back and forth. 6 minutes to get it done. We are creeping up on the halfway point already. We got just over 3.5 minutes to go. Very, very good. Now, you probably don't need as heavy of weight if you're going up overhead as you need if you would go into a front rack position. So if you are taking that option, you do have the option to also go heavier if you're looking for a little bit more strength. But that is, again, up to you. These workouts are awesome, and we love them. We make them just for you, but we need to make them your own as well. Sometimes you got to modify a little bit. You got to change some stuff to make it work the best for you. Good, good. As many plans as there is out there, there's always little ways that we can tweak it to make it work better for you. We did just hit the halfway point, though, team. 3 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. This is where we start to grind it out. The first few minutes tend to be a little bit easier than the last few minutes because you haven't put in as much work in the first two as you have in the last two. Good, good. Knocking these out, throwing those dumbbells through the ceiling, Heather. Getting them done here. Good, so Heather's done with 2 rounds here. Setting a pretty good pace. She's taking just under 2 minutes a round, and that's even with the rest. So she's got a good pace going. That she's going to get at least 3 rounds in, and that's, again, what we're looking for today with each superset. Feeling good. I'm sure the legs are starting to feel it a little bit here as well, especially anytime you go a single leg in a reverse lunge or a split squat. They burn out pretty quick, but that is okay. Just over 2 minutes, team. Just over 2 minutes. Our 2-minute warning today. Good. Straight up and down. Chest is tall. Core is tight. Feeling good today. Keep on going. There it is. Chest is up. Good. All right. Just over a minute and a half to go. Into those chest presses over here again. Wherever you're at in the round, just keep on working hard. Keep giving me that best effort today. That is what we want every single day. Come on, minute and a half to go. There we go. Again, keep those elbows in nice and tight as well. We're starting to get to the point in the round where the triceps probably wearing out a little bit. Shoulders, back, chest, all wearing out a little bit as we press. Got to control on the way down. Perfect. All right, team, keep on working. We are closing in on the last minute here. Last minute of our 6-minute set, our superset, and you have 1 minute. 1 minute. What can you do with this minute to make this superset, get the most out of it today? Maybe you might not get through an entire superset, but you got a little bit of time that you can get some solid work in. Maybe you got to think about if you're just getting into some overhead lunges. You probably can get through all 16 if you really go after it here, but if you're just going to start the lunges with about 20 seconds left, maybe you go 4 or 5 on each side and then switch, and that's okay. We're going to try to even it out. We got about 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds. Just finishing strong, working hard all the way to the last buzzer. That's all we ask every single day. Here we go. You got 20 seconds. Good, nice long 90-second break on the other side of this one as well as we demo our next couple exercises, so you know that's coming. Here we go, last 10. Perfect, finishing, working all the way through. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Good. We got a minute and a half here. You guys grab some water. We're going to show you our next 2 exercises. Again, it's going to be the same thing, 6 minutes of work. You got 2 exercises. First one, half kneeling, single arm front raise. So Heather's left knee is down. That means that light dumbbell is going to be in her left hand. And from here, we're going to raise it up to shoulder height. So right there, and then control right back down. We're going to be there for 8 reps. We're going to switch knees. We're going to switch arms, and we're going to do the other side. So again, just like your overhead reverse lunges, you got 8 on one side, you got to hit the other side. Again, nothing in the upper body moves, so her chest is nice and stable. This one's really going to target the shoulders. Going to burn them out pretty quick there. Perfect. After that, we have 16 deadlifts. This is our heavy move for the round. So grab some heavy weight and let's deadlift. Heather's going to use our kettlebell here. So grabbing it with that nice flat back as she hinges down, soft bend in the knees. So you can see it from the side, just that little bit of bend. You can really target the hamstrings there, and that back stays nice and flat because her core is tight. We got 16 reps there. Again, I want to encourage you guys to go heavy. If you're feeling any pain, maybe go a little bit lighter. Go see your coach. They can help you out. Make sure you're always in those right positions. But we got about 20 seconds here, so get yourself ready, and we will get into superset number 2. Again, it's 6 minutes of work. You're going to start out with our half kneeling single arm front raises. Again, 8 on each side. The same side is holding the weight, that knee is down. So right knee is down, right arm is holding your weight. Here we go. Your 6 minutes starts in 3, 2, 1. 6 minutes. Here we go. Superset 2 of 3 today. Good. Shoulder height, controlling back down. Again, this one, we want you to take some time and get the time under tension. Using our light weight, this one's all about that time that you're under tension today. Good, good. 8 reps on each side. Again, these are some that if your heart rate's a little bit higher, you got to bring it down. You got to focus on the movement. When you get your 8, we go over to the other side. 30 seconds in. Go. Good, so we don't need to go any higher than shoulder height. If you are, we don't really get a whole lot after that. Shoulder height is kind of where we look to go. Everything after that is just kind of auxiliary. We change the muscles up a little bit. We don't get as much out of it. Good. Now Heather's done with those first sets, so probably don't want to use the same weight on your half kneeling front raise as you do on your deadlift, unless you're trying intentionally to go lighter on your deadlift, because your shoulders are a lot smaller of a muscle than the entire posterior chain that's working in your deadlift, which is a grouping of the entire muscles on the backside of the body. Good, good. Looking really solid on the deadlifts. You want to spice it up a little bit. Maybe you're looking for a little extra and you want to go 8 single leg deadlifts on each side. I'm okay with that. Maybe you got a little bit lighter weight and that challenges you a little bit more. Awesome. Maybe you have some super heavy weight, and maybe you have a barbell, and maybe you maybe you're using like a boulder that you found out in your garden. We can always make it work with whatever you have and wherever you're working out. I've seen it done. People just holding a rock and squatting. You ever seen strongman competitions? Good. So Heather's done with that first round of her superset here. We're going to go back to the half kneeling front raises. We are about 2 minutes in, just under 2 minutes. So we're coming up on the 4-minute mark to go here. We just hit the 4-minute mark. We are into our second round. Now, same thing as round number 1. As superset number 1, we're looking to get through 3 rounds here. Again, if you get close to that 3, we want to just get barely 3. If you get 4, that's fine. You don't get punished for getting more, but we want to slow it down and focus on our intention with each rep today. Especially with those half kneeling front raises. Those are good ones. They really, really burn out the shoulders. So your second set might be getting a little challenging. Your third set might be a little bit more challenging. If you get to that 4th set, those shoulders are going to be feeling it tomorrow. There we go. We are coming up on the halfway point in our superset here. We got about 3:15 to go. There we go. Knocking it out. We're into the deadlifts. Getting them done. Here we go. All right, team. We are officially halfway down. 3 minutes down. 3 minutes to go. All right, good. Again, as we hinge, the back is flat. As we hit those front raises, we're in control. The upper body is nice and stable. It's not moving around as you're doing those front raises. Good, really good. Now, one thing I like to do on the deadlift sometimes, if you feel anything with the lower back, stand up, reset yourself by rolling your shoulders back a little bit, and that helps you hinge and keep that back nice and flat. Think about the core. Think about holding that core into place, the back into place, as you hinge into that deadlift. Perfect. All right, really, really good. I think you finished about 1:45 both rounds. That was pretty impressive. You almost did the exact same rounds because we got about 2 minutes to go. It's taking you about 2 minutes. So perfect. Right on track for that 3 rounds. 2 minutes to go, team. Front raise is looking solid. Again, this is where it starts to really become a grind with each rep. You have done 16 on each side by now. If you're getting into that 3rd round like Heather is, so the shoulders, they've been putting in some work today. They're feeling a little tired, but this is where they get the best work of the round, best work of the day. When you're tired, you're feeling it a little bit, and then we get to go after it again to finish out this round. Again, only 1 superset on the other side, 1 more 6-minute round, and you are out of here today. We'll stretch you out and get you guys out of here to enjoy the rest of your day. Here we go. Good, good. Creeping up on that 1 minute mark to go. Creeping up on it today. Here we go. You guys are crushing this, flying through this one. This one's not easy. It keeps you moving, keeps you working for that entire 6 minutes. But hey, we got 1 minute to go. Let's see what we can make out of this one today. 1 minute. Good, perfect hinges. Heather does a really, really good job with her hinges. Make sure as we practice them, if you have a mirror in your house, anything that you can see yourself, sometimes it's good to make sure you check in and have that flat low back, have that soft bend in the knees. Everything looks good. Everything feels good. If you are having pain again, go see your coach. Go check in with a doctor, whatever you got to do. We have so many fitness professionals out there today that are willing to help you, that want to help you. We just got to get you in there. Under 30 seconds, though, about 25 to go. 25 to go. If you want to just keep going with the deadlifts, or if you're at the end of a set and you just want to keep rocking them out, you absolutely can. But we got about 15 seconds. Let's hit some quality reps just to that finish line, whatever you are doing. 10 seconds. There we go. There we go. All the way to the end. So you got a couple more in you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Done. You got a 90-second rest here. We got 1 more round with 2 more exercises. Same format is going to happen again. 6 minutes of work. You got our first exercise is going to be a high plank row, so we're going to get a little bit of back work in as we mix in some core as well. So high plank position, we want to get a nice wide base with our feet, probably about shoulder width apart, and then we're rowing up to the bottom of our rib cage. So keeping the core tight on this one. It's 8 on each side. If you want to alternate, that's perfectly fine. If you want to knock out 8 on one side before you go to the other, perfectly fine. Great option on this one. After we run out of reps on the toes, we drop it down to the knees. So keep the hips forward on that one. We're going to get probably to that point this round unless you have a really strong core and you're going to hold it the entire time. But that is okay to drop it down to the knees when you get tired and focus more on the back. Second exercise is going to be a front squat. So if you want to use that heavy weight again for this one, you can do the goblet position. If you got 2 and you want to do the front rack position, perfectly fine. But it's going to be 16 front squats. Getting deep into it, challenging you by keeping your chest nice and tall as we squat into it today. So perfect. We got about 25 seconds to get ready now. So those are our 2 exercises, 6 minutes of work, high plank rows, 8 on each side, and then 16 total front squats. 6 minutes of work back and forth. Let's have some fun in 15 seconds. So get yourself ready. I'm going to grab my water here. And all right, let's do it, team. High plank rows to start. We got 8 on each side. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Keep those hips stable. If you feel the hips moving and the core's not quite tired, widen the feet out. That'll give you a little bit wider of a base and make it a little easier to hold those hips in place. Good, very nice. Knocking it out, being under control. That's a big, big part of this one. We're not rotating the shoulders as you row up. The core is keeping all of it stable. Very, very good. Now, when you're done with those, we are into the front squats. Take some time with this one. Again, time under tension is king today. Perfect. Drive those knees out. Keep that knee right over the middle toe. Make sure, especially as you're driving up, it doesn't cave in at all. It's a pretty common thing that we see in a lot of squats. We want to keep them over the toe, keep everything moving in the right lines. right planes. You're a minute in, though. 5 minutes left in today's workout. 5 minutes, and you are done after we stretch. Very, very good. All right. Dude, Heather flew through that first round. 1 down already. Again, we're looking for 3 in the 6 minutes. We're just over 1:15 in here. So take your time. Take a quick little rest, especially some of these high plank rows. They're going to start to get more and more challenging with each rep, with each round. So again, you could always take that option of dropping it to the knees, but each round I want you to start up on your toes. Just give it a try, even if it's for 1 rep, even if it's for a half of a rep. That is okay. We're going to get a little better at it. We're going to keep practicing it, and then sooner or later you're going to start hitting 10 reps on the toes. There we go. It's one of those challenges that we got to keep working at. It's kind of like push-ups. If you hate push-ups and you never do them, you're probably never going to get better at them. There are ways to get better at them, but what better way than to hit some push-ups, right? And to do different variations, to switch up the muscle groups in your body, to keep your body guessing all the time is so huge. And that's why we do a lot of different time formats, a lot of different supersets, sets. We kind of always keep mixing it up to keep your body guessing, because that is where the money zone is. That's where your body sees the best change. It sees the best results. Here we go. Round 2 of squats. Let's do it. Again, maybe we get through 4 in the last round. Maybe you got 4 rounds in you. Good, good. But we're not even quite to that halfway point. We got about 3.5 minutes to go in this superset. You guys have set that good pace. Now let's keep her rolling, keep driving through our entire round today. Good, good. Maybe if you're looking to slow it down and you want to add some little challenge into the squats, maybe add a pause at the bottom. If you want to pause for 2 seconds, you can absolutely do that. It'll slow you down. It'll keep you focusing on the right things. Good, good. All right, Heather's done with 2 rounds, and she's 3 minutes in, halfway. Sounds like you got 2 more in you, right? Now, again, we're not looking to just go for the rounds unless you're trying to finish a round towards the end. I'm okay with that. But let's just keep working. Find a good pace that works for you, and then we'll finish up rounds towards the end. Good, good. Again, part of fitness is also meeting you where you're at. So if we're working a little bit faster, a little bit slower than what we're working up here, that is perfectly fine. We're not trying to set a pace for you. We're just doing it with you today. So remember that. We're always on the same team. Remember that. Good. Just over 2 minutes now. Keep on rolling. Keep on working. As we start to get more and more tired, make sure those hips don't start to move around a little bit. So if you need to take that option to drop it to the knees, absolutely do so. We want you to do that to keep everything in the right position and to keep you safe. Good team. We got 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to finish out your work today. These supersets, they're unforgiving. They've been going at you today, but you've been kicking right back at them, giving them hell, going after it. Good, good. Now make sure those squats still look at the same as they did at the beginning of the round. Keeping that chest tall, sticking the hips back to start the movement. Good, good. We got 90 seconds. 90 seconds of work. We are knocking it out today. Good, again, make sure we're taking rests as needed. We're flying, we're working hard. But hey, we got to keep bringing the heart rate down just a little bit, refueling just a little bit with some water, and then getting back to it. Just over a minute to go, team. Let's do it. Good, as we get into probably your last round now. Probably as we got 1 minute to go. Start to think about evening out sides. If you're going to get close to the end, probably should kind of have that feeling that where you're going to. Good, but keep focusing on the quality of reps, every single rep. We don't take any off because that's the rep that injuries happen, right? We try to be intentional. We try to focus on every single rep because that keeps you safe and it keeps that goal and focus in mind. Boom. All right, just over 30 seconds, team. Just over 30. This is where we kick it up a notch and we really push to the end. Give me what you got today. Let's keep working. Again, if you need to even out some sides, you can start thinking about that. 25 seconds. Good, good, but keep on pushing. I know it's challenging right now. It's tough. It should be hard, but you came for the challenge. You're working towards a goal, whatever that goal is. Let's get there in the next 12 seconds right here. Good, pushing, working, Let me see those best reps of the day right here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. There it is. That's our circuit today. We are going to do some belly breathing to finish out today. If you've done belly breathing with us before, you know how to start it. Let's get on the ground. Grab a drink of water. Do what you got to do. We got about 30 seconds till we start it. But belly breathing is a great way to kind of bring everything back down, bring your central nervous system back down after a workout, and get you ready for the rest of the day, whether it's in the morning, whether it's at night. This one can always benefit us. So this is something that I use before I sleep sometimes. If I ever can't sleep, I'll do some belly breathing for a good 5 minutes, and trust me, it'll be hard to stay awake. So box breathing is kind of how we're going to do this today. 3 seconds in, 3 second hold, 3 seconds out, 3 second hold. Now, I'm not going to go that fast, obviously. I'll count you guys out. We're going to bring it all down, and then I'll have you guys keep going, and we'll sign off and have you guys, have a great rest of your day. So let's talk about the box breathing. Again, 3 seconds in, you're going to fill those lungs up. You're going to hold for 3 seconds with everything in there. Hold it all in, and then breathe out for full 3 seconds. It'll take a couple rounds to kind of get your pace and feel out what that 3 seconds feels like, and then back in for 3 seconds. So let's start her out. What I want you to do is take a giant breath in, fill your entire chest with as much air as you have. Hold it, hold it, hold it. We're not counting on this one. And then blow it all out. Good. All of it. Keep it out there. Keep it out. Hold it, hold it. All right, we're going to fill for 3. In 3, 2, 1, fill. 2, 3, hold. 2, 3, exhale. 2, 3, hold. 2, 3, inhale. 2, 3, hold. 2, 3, exhale. 2, 3, hold. 2, 3, inhale. 2, 3, hold. 2, 3, inhale. Exhale. Sorry. 2, 3, hold. 2, 3, inhale. 2, 3, hold. 2, 3, exhale. 2, 3, hold. 2, 3, last round. Inhale. 2, 3, hold. 2, 3, exhale. 2, 3, hold. Keep going on your own now. On your own, you know the pace, you know what to do. But that is going to be what we have for you guys today. Thank you all so much for coming in and spending the best or worst 35 minutes of your day with us. Either way, you got it done, and that's what really matters. So thank you guys for all the hard work. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Again, my name is Coach Christian. We got Coach Heather with us, and we can't thank you enough for coming out and joining us today.